So this Fiscal Responsibility Act is for the years 2024 to 2026. The $700 reference price assumes our optimism. The assumptions include oil price benchmark, which I said for 2024, we are assuming 73.96, oil production of 1.78 million barrels a day, exchange rate of 700, then the inflation of 21% and GDP growth rate of 3.76%. The aggregate expenditure is estimated at 26.01 trillion naira for the 2024 budget, which includes statutory transfers. The
men of the press, ladies and gentlemen, at FEC, the Council approved the setup of the Presidential Council on Industrial Revitalization Roadmap. That it will be chaired by Mr. President with the following subcommittees under it. We have the Subcommittee on Consumer Credit, the Subcommittee on Commodity Exchange, Subcommittee on Heavy Industries and Steel Development, actually 10 of them. Subcommittee on Trade Facilitation and Ease of Doing Business. What the committees will do will be to sit down and look at all the policies within different ministries, as well as the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. We have a lot of policies, frameworks, and guidelines that should help to revitalize the industries within these different ministries and agencies. And we are supposed to collaborate and come up with single roadmap for each of these subcommittees or each of these roadmaps.
But we went beyond mere agreements to tell them that something different this time is happening. Because one part of the agreement was to file it in a court of law, which we have set the process already, and the other one was the presidential approval. There cannot be any presidential approval more than the Federal Executive Council. So we presented them to the Federal Executive Council. We analyzed on each and every aspect of the agreement, and to show the genuineness and also the provide for harmonious and a good industrial relationship. And that was why it was presented and it was approved for implementation. The initial yes was agreed that within 30 days, we agreed for 30 days. And so within 30 days, there must be evidence of implementation.
The world today is one of high interest rates as the developed world looks to fight inflation. They're doing it by restricting money, keeping interest rates high so that they can get inflation down. What that means is that interest rates for everybody else become not just high, but very painful, if not unaffordable. Within that context, Nigeria has been able to make the kind of macroeconomic moves, has been able to take the tough decisions to restore balance in the economy, in the government's finances, that has warranted support, that has gendered and that has elicited even support from the multilateral development banks, and is on the basis of that that the World Bank is willing to consider and to process on our behalf $1.5 billion of concessional financing, relatively cheap financing, and financing that will be disbursed relatively quickly. And that was what was presented to the Council, the Federal Executive Council, and the members approved that we go ahead with that financing, given that it is affordable. Borrowing, as I've said, the borrowing is concessional, is cheap, and it is needed.